Hi everybody, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to Patience and Strategies. So I'm getting ready to cook some dinner. I'm actually at my brother's house right now in the country in Missouri out here. And I'm getting ready to cook some dinner. Because doing some modifications to my truck is starting to make me a little hungry. So I've been out here for a little bit. Cold today too. So I'm going to fire up this sterno. Then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to cook. And then we'll see how it goes. All right. And for those of you that know me, know I don't edit my videos. I just do a pause and play and pause and play. And so just stay seated and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my sterno lit. Can't really see the flame, but it is definitely on. So I need to crack these windows. I'm going to turn my ignition on. And I'm going to lower my windows a little bit. That's a pretty good idea. Otherwise, you can that puts out a lot of CO. And those sternos are not safe to have indoors, guys. I know there's a guy on YouTube who's actually making sterno heaters out of cans. Don't believe any fucking thing he says because it is not safe. I've proven it. I've made the fucking cans and I've measured the CO on it, and it was just absolutely crazy what he was claiming. So I'm going to start today off with a creamy Cajun style Alfredo. So hold on. I'm going to pop the top on this thing. And my pan was already hot. And that's pretty much what it looks like, guys. And I'm going to put in some meatballs here that I've got at a store out here by my brother's house. Again, this is like the country out here, so it's not really like Snooks or anything like that. It's a little bit different. I'm at a few meatballs. And I got these chicken tenders here too. And I'm wondering if I've got room in this pan for my chicken tenders. I'm going to be pushing the limit here, I think, actually. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and add it. And we'll see what happens. Well, that's a big one. It's a big piece. Then I've got some little bitty pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll just save the rest of it. I just wanted to put it all in there so I can kind of use it up. Not that it's old or anything, but it's been in here a couple of weeks in my fridge. So I eat a lot of processed foods out here, guys, but I try to eat as healthy as I can, given the circumstances. And, I don't eat cookies. I don't have donuts out here. I'm not eating Twinkies, cupcakes, things with just a lot of sugar in it. And I realize that processed foods aren't always the best thing to have either. But there's nothing wrong with it if you're trying to eat as healthy as possible. So I do, I do go out to restaurants and eat, and then I get some fresh made food. I don't go to McDonald's or fast food or anything like that. I do like Chinese food, though. Something about their sweet and sour chicken or their General Tso. All really, really good. So, basically my update right now, I've been out here for about 5 months, just over 5 months. And I'm currently pushing about $12,500 that I've saved just living in my truck. And this is also money I'm investing into cryptocurrencies and making as much money with my money while I'm making money. And this is the point I tried to make to you guys. It works for every single income. So whether you make you know, $500 a week, or you make $1,000, $2,000 a week. If you guys are struggling and you're not able to save any money and you're not able to invest, um, this would be the way that each and every one of you could do such a thing. And it works for every single income, like I've said. You know, anybody can do this. You guys can all make money. And you know, and it's not long before you've got 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You know, some of my money went to building out my truck. I guess I probably am about $3,800 in my build out. But now that that's complete, you know, now all I'm doing is just kind of building some extra shelves, kind of moving some stuff around. But the build out's practically done. All the money that I spent on it is done. I don't really need to spend any more money on it unless there's a mechanical issue that I need to fix. So for all of you guys who are looking to get into van life, I mean, it is easy, and there's nothing you can't do in here that you couldn't do in your house. You know, I've got my my propane tanks in the back now. I've got two 20-pound propane tanks mounted to my tailgate. I'm going to show you guys that here in a little bit. But that's just the major way I stay warm. Now, you know, come spring, I may invest into a $1,500 air conditioner for my truck. I haven't decided yet. Looking for a cheaper alternative, but if I can't find one, then I'm going to go with that EcoFlow Mark II or that newer EcoFlow that they have out. That one actually heats and uses AC, so it does both. It cools and heats when you know, on demand. But I don't know how dependable of a unit it is. I got propane for heat, so I don't need to buy, you know, or run my batteries down every single day just to try and stay cool or try to stay warm. I think definitely air conditioning in the summertime is a must. This past summer was pretty damn hot, so I'm actually looking forward to getting an air conditioning in the back. But as far as the rest of it goes, you know, I'm open for whatever. So this is this is just a part one video of how I cook on the road. You know, just easy meals. And the sterno I've got in here, I've had the same sterno now. I guess I've been using it for probably 2, maybe 3 weeks. It was only like $2.50 to use this sterno. And it is far cheaper than using propane. You know, propane isn't expensive either when you buy it at 20 pounds. I think it's like a dollar a pound or $1.25 a pound in Missouri when we fill up our propane tanks. But you know, if anything you can do to not use your gas, maybe use a couple sternos for cooking, just ventilate the area that you're cooking in, and you're good. You know, why use the extra money if you don't have to? And these sternos, I swear to God, these things, if you buy 4 and you cook every night like I do, I mean, it'll last you. Like I said, this one here has lasted me about 2.5 weeks. So I guess maybe a sterno will last you about a month. And it says on the can that it's good for 6.5 hours. Well, I'm only cooking maybe 20 minutes, sometimes 25 minutes, maybe. 30 minutes is a long one, but you know, by about 20-25 minutes, my food is ready to be eaten, and then I'll cook it again. So you average that out. I mean, you can get, oh God, I can't even do the math. I mean, what is that? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Well, here, this one's lasted me 3 weeks. So, you know, it's all about perspective, guys, about what you want. You guys want to save money or you want to spend money? You can live a pretty frugal life, and there's nothing that you need, so you're not going to buy anything. You might go shopping and window shop and look at all these things that you might want, but then the reality is you don't have anywhere to put it. And when you live in your car, you live in your truck, everything is about survival because we live in a retail-based economy. You know, everybody is expected to spend. Everybody is expected to live in a house. Everybody's expected to pay their fair share of taxes. You know, the government doesn't care about us. We are a product to them. And, You know, they're using us to fund their own insidious agendas in the White House, as we all know. But for me, because I recognize that, I can no longer go back to paying a mortgage, or paying rent, or even buying a house outright. I just don't care to. You know, I like to pick up and go. You know, I don't like to stay in the same place too long anymore. I like to bounce around and do what I want to do, and I like having the money to be able to do what I want to do. So I don't have to, I don't have to sit and struggle. There's nothing worse than struggling to pay your bills. There's nothing worse than being in a relationship and stuck there because you can't move because you're solely reliant on the other one. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, why do we do it to ourselves? The point I'm trying to make is, no matter how much money you make and you invest that money, let that money make you money while you're making money, and you can live in your car or your truck or your van or your RV. And I tell you what, you guys can have a great life, have a really good life. And there's people that do it with kids. You know, I don't know how people do it with kids. I never had to do that. But, living in a van with children is something altogether different. And anybody who does that has got my respect, because that's just, you guys are super moms or super parents. I just can't do it. I wouldn't have done it. So I guess it was kind of a choice for me. But now that it's just me taking care of me out here, oh God, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. So anyway, stay tuned to part 2. I'll show you my propane tank setup that I built and I've got on the back of my truck. And maybe I'll just give you a run through of the truck as well. Give you a little truck tour, since I haven't done one in a while, and I've done a few more modifications since then. Okay? All right. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.